Whether you are considering purchasing the Iowa assessments, preparing to administer them within your school, or have recently administered Form E, F, or G, understanding the available reports and their use to support student academic growth is a valuable part of the assessment process. This video will provide you a look at the school-level administrator reports and the associated data needed to guide decision-making across your grade levels or content area teams. The data within these reports can support program needs in your building and student placement in programs including gifted, EIP, and RTI, support personnel and professional learning needs towards school improvement goals, and support the allocation of resources with materials, instruction, and staff. All of the Iowa Assessments reports are located within the DataManager platform. Once logged into DataManager, select the Reports tab and click Classic. The screen on the right is what you will see next. If you administer the Iowa assessments and need to enter a reporting key, the tab at the top right is the location to enter that code. For more information and assistance with using WebKeys, click Help on the DataManager homepage and search for WebKey. The next section in the Create a Report tab provides the selection criteria to generate a particular school administrator report. Once the selections are made and you are ready to run the report, click the Run Report in Background tab in the lower right corner to save the report within the report library. If you don't wish to save the report, select the Run Report tab. All of the Iowa assessments are based on 2017 norms, and that will be noted on each report. The reports discussed in this video are those most beneficial to school-level administrators. After a review of each report, the drop-down selections for how to pull the report are provided. The first school administrator report to present is the Group Summary Report. This report provides an overall picture of student performance, helpful for comparing scores across content areas. The National Percentile Rank scores outlined here in blue, which are converted from the standard score, particularly help with this comparison and noticing where students are the highest and lowest in each subject area across the grade level or content area. The standard score, noted on this report as the group's average standard score, measures a student's amount of academic growth from one year to the next. It defines the amount of growth over time a particular student has shown in mastering the standards for a specific subject and domain. Looking at a student's standard score within the same two time periods, for example, spring of last year to spring of this year, one can determine if the student is progressing at the rate expected for the type of instruction he or she is receiving. The standard score is then converted to the other scores shown in this report. The average standard score noted here is each student's standard score in the grade level averaged together, reported for each subject and domain tested. This report is also useful for evaluating school program effectiveness, determining additional programs needed, and supporting accountability towards school improvement goals. Select the following options to create the group summary report. Click the Population Filters menu to filter by gender, ethnicity, or program, if desired. Then, click the Run Report in Background tab once the selections are made. Click the Reporting Library tab at the top of the screen to locate the report. Another useful report is the Group Performance Profile report. It shows the overall grade level or content team's average standard scores and national percentile ranks for the subject areas and domains tested. The lower half of the report displays the number of assessment items, the grade level's average percent correct, the percent correct for students in the nation, and the comparison of those scores per domain. This report can be used for discussion around the highest and lowest achieving areas with the grade level or team. It also provides overall student achievement on the 3 cognitive levels assessed and how instructional rigor might influence student performance. The Group Performance Profile Report is useful for determining program needs within your school, identifying strength and weak areas in domains, identifying lesson ideas for particular contents, and leading vertical team discussions, particularly with noticing trends within subject areas and observing proximity to meeting school improvement goals in literacy, math, or the other subject areas. To create the Group Performance Profile Report, select the following options on the reporting screen. Select the Run Report in Background tab once the selections are made. Then, click the Report Library tab at the top of the screen to locate the report. The Building Item Analysis Report displays by assessment item the standard skill tested in each subject area domain. It also provides the number of students tested, the percent correct per standard skill among the students in the grade level or team and in the nation, and the differences in the percentages both numerically and graphically. Scores in this report show questions and standard skills aligned to the domains tested, specific strength and growth areas among students, and trends across the grade level. The Building Item Analysis Report also answers how your students performed at a high level on specific skills. It can be used in conjunction with vertical team discussions towards school improvement goals, identification of a school-wide initiative or program, and determining the effectiveness of programs currently in place. Notice in this example that students did well with recognizing and understanding stated information, but showed difficulty with literary devices and elements, and purpose and viewpoint. To run the Building Item Analysis Report, select the following options on the reporting screen. Select Run Report in Background once the selections are made, and locate your report in the Report Library. The last school administrator reports to present in this video are the Group Longitudinal Profile and Estimated Growth Summary reports. Both of these reports provide data to show how students are performing over time in each subject area and domain. The Group Longitudinal Profile, displayed on the left, shows the yearly progress of student performance on the Iowa assessments. Up to 5 administrations can display, and the scores provided include the grade equivalent of the average standard score and the national percentile rank of the average standard score, as well as the average standard score in each subject and domain. The gray line indicates the average score of students in the nation. The report on the right side is the Estimated Growth Summary Report. The Iowa assessments are level-based, vertically aligned, and scaled assessments that measure broad content standards in order to measure student academic growth. Estimated growth shows how a student is performing relative to others in their grade level, based on students growing at the same rate as others with the same relative standing, meaning that their NPR is staying the same at each administration. For example, if a student earns an NPR of 72 in math during this administration, one might expect the student to earn a 72 NPR in math the next time the Iowa assessments are given. The amount of estimated growth that occurs for each student is based on data points, in essence, test administrations. The Estimated Growth Summary Report provides schools evidence of whether students are exceeding, meeting, or not meeting their estimated growth. Exceeding growth means the student is outpacing others throughout the country in learning the standards. The student earned a higher NPR than the previous administration in that subject area or domain. Meeting estimated growth means the student is growing right alongside and at the same pace as grade level peers. He or she earned the same NPR each administration. Does not meet estimated growth indicates the student is growing at a slower rate and earned a lower NPR in the subject or domain than previous administrations. Both of these reports are useful for monitoring the amount of growth occurring across teaching teams and classes from one administration to the next, determining student preparation towards acceleration programs, informing instruction with looking at the effectiveness of instruction over time, and identifying the pace at which students are learning standards throughout the year and over time. To run the group longitudinal profile and the estimated growth summary reports, select the following options on the reporting screen. Select Run Report in Background once the selections are made, and locate your report in the report library. We are excited to partner with you to meet your data and reporting needs with the Iowa assessments. We invite you to view the Iowa Assessments, Reports, and Score Terminology video next to understand the meaning of each score within the reports, including a standard score, grade equivalent, national stay-9, and national percentile rank. Thank you for your commitment to our products, and we hope we can provide additional guidance for you in the future to elevate the potential of every student. Thank you.